And so we can't have petals that are touching each other, wet. And so I've got this, I can't do this one because it touches here. This is still kind of a wet edge here. I could come and do this petal. I think that's the one that I'm going to do next. So let me put a little edge on this. And I'm starting against this petal because that's the strongest part of my red right now. And work out, but I don't want to, again, I don't want to end up with a dry edge. So if your paint is the right consistency, that'll give you the time you need to prevent having a dry edge. All right, and then I also, let me make sure that little edge is the way that it needs to be. There we go. And I want to put in a little bit of blue again in my shadow. It doesn't have much. In fact, it's just going to be a barely little hint. Right in here and a little bit right there. Okay, and in my photograph, these two were touching. There's my photograph. They're touching. And so I moved it up so that whenever I do this in class, that we'll have a little bit of time to, that'll give me another petal that I can work on. And so I think that I'm going to go ahead and work this forward petal. And this one has a little bit of a different kind of a look to it. It has, we'll put the yellow edge on it, but it also has a lighter, like a center piece coming up. There's a little light edge right there where this kind of curves against the light. I'm going to do it right like that. And then there is this. Grab my red, put it down here at the deepest part, and out to this edge. Because this is not all just like that bright yellow, I want to bring some red over into that, but that yellow is going to be underneath. All right. Got some white showing through right in here. I'll catch that a little bit. And this has a little bitty kind of dark edge to it. So let me put a little blue right at that bottom. And see how nice this is softened out right in here? That's great. All right, that's dry and that's dry, so I'll go ahead and catch this one. I think that'll be easier to do, that'll make it easier to establish this petal right here. So give me some more yellow out here. And these edges actually are not so yellow as they are orange, so as that color moves together, it's probably just the effect that we want. Okay, and again, because I have, this is going to be my darkest area, let me start in here and just lay some of that in there, and then, whoops, the little kitty hair. Now I picked up some more yellow just to put on this edge to give that some more traveling room or blending room. Got a white spot right there. There we go. All right. Now then, I want to, again, drop in a little bit of blue. And this area right here is going to be my deepest. I like the way that that's moving and veining out right there. Let me kind of pull in and show you. See if I can get that to do that. That's a really nice effect. Right here. Back up a little bit. All right, we'll let that one dry. I think this edge is dry enough. I'm going to go ahead and do this petal here. And this one really is pretty light back in there, so a lot more yellow in that. Get some more yellow on my brush and bring this back down into here. Move this back. Let me kind of tilt this a little bit. Make sure you can still see. Okay, I think I like that. And this is a little dark right there. So let's lift that and we'll get a little bit of blue. Right in that little center part. Need a little bit more pigment so that doesn't make a bloom right there. Okay. Okay. Leave that alone. All right. This one, these two are dry enough for me to do this petal right here. So that's my next one. Red to drop in this area right in here. And I'm not really going to put any blue in that, just some red.